Well, Rise and Grind DMV, happy Saturday. We are waking up to some light sprinkles across the area, but we start to see drier conditions later today. Could even see some peaks of sunshine. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast up next.
And this morning on DC News Now, 2 people killed by falling trees knocked down by the storms tearing through the DMV. We've got all the info on the damage across the region. Kilmar Abrego Garcia back in court fighting for his freedom when the court could make a decision on the wrongfully deported Maryland man. And World Pride kicking off this weekend. We've got the details on the events you don't want to miss.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Haley Mylon. Let's take a live look outside this Saturday morning, see how the DMV is looking. Look at that sunrise. It's been an hour since the sun came up, but we've got those gorgeous colors streaking across the sky. And Brittany, I've got to give you some compliments because you nailed the forecast this past week, every single day, spot on. So when you say you're giving us a beautiful day today, I'm going to believe it.
Yeah, you know, overall, it is a wet start to our morning, but we'll start to see drier conditions later today. So any Saturday plans, your morning will start off wet, but I promise you, we'll start to see those drier conditions later in the morning into the early afternoon hours. So let's take a look at radar right now, showing you the entire DMV. Light sprinkles starting to develop across portions of the area. We just did have some light rain make its way into the district. Now it's moving into Prince George's County, kind of zooming in to Northern Virginia, right along 66 into Fairfax County, as well as Loudoun County. It looks like you guys are holding on to some light rain heading out towards Haymarket, as well as Centerville. Now moving over out towards Alexandria, looks like you guys are seeing some dry conditions right now there at Alexandria, but that light rain moving into Prince George's County. Clinton, it looks like you guys are seeing some light rain right along the Beltway, and then heading into Charles County. Looks like you guys are holding on to some light rain. Some moderate rain, though, slowly making its way into La Plata. Can't rule out a few rumbles of thunder, but again, after this batch moves out, we're going to be tracking those dry conditions. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast and what to expect, Haley, coming up.
All right, Brittany, and last night, those storms fast and furious moving through the region. This video from Southwest DC taken outside the Waterfront Metro Station. You can hardly see in front of you. This is near the wharf. Now, a night market was happening and was hit hard by the storm. Oh my goodness. And on Capitol Hill, look at this damage. The tree coming down on this blue Honda Civic. It blocked the entire street. This is on the southeast end of Capitol Hill. On Walter Street, you can see the tree uprooted and it smashed onto the hood of the car. The road had to be closed until the tree could be completely cleared. And developing now, we learned 2 people are dead after trees fell in Virginia. Both of these incidents happening in Fairfax County. The video on your left here shows Fort Hunt on the GW Parkway. That's near Morningside Lane. And the video on your right is Woodlawn on Fry Road. You can see the debris all over the roadways. One woman who lives in Woodlawn telling us she doesn't think enough is being done to monitor the health of the trees and trim them properly.
Sorry to hear, but hopefully they'll do something about it. This is not the first time the tree fell on Fryer Road. We had another tree about a year ago that trapped on a guy's car, and the officer and everyone came out and we was here. So I'm not totally shocked.
And staying in Fairfax County, Public Works crews putting up road barriers to keep drivers safe. They're asking drivers not to damage or move these signs. There were notices at Pohick Rehabilitation Project in Mount Vernon. DPW officials saying that work zones can be dangerous and the barriers are there to keep you safe. And Maryland also seeing its share of storm damage, high winds and heavy rains knocking down power lines and trees. Our Ben Dennis spoke to one woman in Montgomery County who temporarily lost power.
Oh, the telephone pole is completely snapped.
Yeah. We lost power for like 5 seconds, but it came back on. So I really didn't realize it was like such a major event after like a 10-minute storm. It was so fast.
You know, the officer up here just said indefinitely you can't get back to your house, but
Yes.
you have all these groceries. What are you going to do?
Go to my mom's. I'm lucky. She lives 10 minutes away, so I really can't complain, but it's unfortunate.
And taking a live look now at the power outage map in Virginia, about 47,000 customers currently experiencing outages. And over in Maryland, there are about 9,000 customers who are without power. DC News Now will continue to track restoration efforts. There has been a deadly and damaging storm, folks, so it's a good time to remind you to download our free DC News Now weather app. That way you can get alerts to your phone for your own neighborhood. You can also get updates on our website, of course, dcnewsnow.com. And developing now, the Supreme Court is blocking the Trump administration from moving forward with deportations under the 18th Century Wartime Alien Enemies Act. The justices were acting on an emergency appeal from lawyers for Venezuelan men. They were accused of being gang members, which under that 1798 law made them eligible for rapid removal from the U.S. Two conservative justices, Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito, dissented. President Trump heavily criticizing the Supreme Court for the decision. And this comes as the case to bring home the wrongfully deported Maryland father is also back in court. The Trump administration now says it can't provide information on Kilmar Abrego Garcia because those details amount to state secrets. Our Randy Bass has more from the federal courthouse in Greenbelt, Maryland, where there was a large showing of support for Abrego Garcia yesterday.
Yes, dozens of people showed up before today's hours-long hearing that really centered and focused on privileged documents that the government says could expose state secrets. Right now, Judge Paulazina says she doesn't have enough information to determine whether that's the case here. She says the documents and depositions she has before her in the Abrego Garcia case are lacking and not substantial enough or detailed enough for her to grant state secrets privilege. That would have to be based on a clear and reasonable danger to U.S. foreign relations. Abrego Garcia's team says the government hasn't told them anything about what they have done or plan to do to facilitate his return from El Salvador. The government says they're complying with orders to facilitate his return, but Judge Zina says top officials are saying the exact opposite, referring to statements from President Trump and Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, a defendant in the case, both saying Abrego Garcia will not be returned to the U.S. A judge called those statements problematic, calling them an admission that they are not complying with the court order. At the rally ahead of today's hearing, Congressman Glenn Ivey called on the government to stop what he calls a smear campaign against Abrego Garcia.
Stop with the slander campaigns, because none of that stuff works. The stuff they have to say is in court, under oath. They can lie out there in the press conferences, but they won't lie in court because they know they can be held accountable for it.
After hours of back and forth, where do things stand now? The courtroom was sealed for additional discussion about what could become privileged in the case.
And because of the nature of the arguments that the government is making, some of those last remaining arguments need to be made in secret, so to speak.
Still a lot of questions left to be answered, though Judge Zenas is expected to issue a decision sometime early next week. In Greenbelt, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Thank you, Rudy. We'll be following the latest next week from Greenbelt as well. And the Georgetown scholar arrested by ICE and targeted for deportation by the White House is back home in Virginia with his family. A really tender moment here. That is Dr. Baydar Khan Suri, who was arrested in March because of his wife's Palestinian heritage and for their involvement in protests. His wife is an American citizen. Dr. Suri was released from an ICE detention center in Texas when a federal judge ruled that the Trump administration failed to provide any evidence to continue holding him in custody. And happening tomorrow, a special mass in the district for the inauguration of Pope Leo. Now, the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception will be holding its mass on Thanksgiving to honor the new Pope. The mass will begin at noon. If you can't attend, it will also be streamed online. And happening today, the unveiling of the Freedom Quilt made by transgender artists and allies. The installation includes over 250 6-by-6-foot panels. The quilt inspired by the AIDS Memorial Quilt. It was made to honor trans voices. The event also includes a live music performance, a rally for trans rights, and an activation where you can make your own quilt panel. It's hosted by the ACLU. It'll kick off at 10 a.m. on the National Mall. Well, the month of World Pride events begins this weekend in the DMV, and that includes history tours, food events, and of course parties. There's the Trans Pride DC event happening today. It features a movie, a parent discussion, and a health forum. Also happening today, you can take a self-guided LGBTQ plus history tour at the Congressional Cemetery. There's also a Pride history tour that begins in DuPont Circle. That is a guided 2.5-mile walk through DC's queer communities. You can find out more on our website, dcnewsnow.com. And kicking off today, the first Wheaton Streetery Block Party. This is an outdoor dining and community program happening every third Saturday until October. It includes live entertainment, face painting, and free ice cream. It runs from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in downtown Wheaton. Just know there will be road closures for the event, so if you're getting around that area, be aware of it. All right, Brittany, so much going on this weekend. And as people get outside and enjoy some of that beautiful weather, we do have the aftermath of yesterday's storms to contend with.
Yeah, you know, overall, still holding on to some wet conditions. As we kickstart your Saturday, the good news is we start to see drier conditions. Later on today, could actually start to see some peaks of sunshine, and temperature-wise, it's not going to be bad. We're going to be holding on to the 80s. So planning the rest of your day out, if you are going to be heading out early, still going to be tracking a few isolated showers. Could also hear a few rumbles of thunder through that 8 o'clock hour. Notice temperatures on the warmer side, getting into the lower 70s. We warm things up into the lower 80s by late morning. Notice partly cloudy skies will be the trend, and we finally start to dry things out. So keep it here. We'll break down that 7-day up next.
All right, Brittany, thank you.